Congratulations that you got your desired score, the score you're getting for 79.
Thank
So
you.
what's your feelings right now?
I feel relieved. Like, I was like someone who struggled to have ATH. Like, I did like few times. So yeah, I feel very revealed, like that I finally got the desired score. Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Okay, so my next question is that you got 79 in each. That means IELTS band score 820 PR points.
Yeah.
Now, what are the most challenging things actually happening with you to get your desired score 79? Could you please tell something about that?
I guess the first thing is I didn't have time to fully prepare for it since I was working full time. So I only have like evenings to practice. Plus, I didn't have a proper teacher to like, how which things I should work on, things like that, like how to practice, especially the speaking, which I got low score usually. Yeah.
So how PT help you to actually show you those things and you actually rectify those things? So could you please tell me something about that?
Yeah, sure. So for speaking, you showed me how to, you showed me like in speaking, I usually get low score for both speaking and reading, and you showed me I how the way I do read aloud affect the reading score as well. So I guess I practiced like, having pauses like when I was doing it. So yeah, I practiced like it was like, you sometimes give me some short videos of feedback for the recordings I sent you. So I was just keep listening to them and repeating myself, like practicing according to your feedback. So yeah.
Okay, so you were speaking good, but there are certain issues that I told you that you have to change the way of your speaking, and you did accordingly, because I asked you to bring the rhythm, bring the confidence. On top of that, focus more on chunking. Now, my next question is, do you think it was hard to practice like that, or it depends on how much you're practicing and how quickly you can adapt?
It wasn't hard the way you asked me to practice. I think it was me that I was a bit nervous and I didn't exactly sometimes understood what you said. So you had to sometimes repeat me the same thing again and again. So yeah, and I think it changed my reading score, which was I usually I was in 70s in reading, but this time I got 86 for reading as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you are a potential student. I do believe that you should get, and you got. Congratulations. Now, there's some students right now, they are actually thinking that, oh, I'm working full time, so I don't have time. I'm looking for 79. For those, what should be your suggestions and recommendations that how they can manage time, how they can practice, apart from doing their full-time jobs, taking care of the family and other personal activities?
Yeah, sure. So my suggestion is to like, what I did was I just like, you can't leave the job. So what I did was I just took my personal time to study. So that's what I did. Like I usually practiced like 4 to 5 hours per day. To especially for reading and speaking, because I always scored above 80 for listening and writing. So I didn't actually like work on those two areas. So I finished all the questions in reading, fill in the blanks, like both fill in the blanks. So I completed all that, and then I practiced at least 20-30 from speaking every day. So yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, great. Do you think that as a full-time, employee you are, sometimes it's very challenging? Do you think that it's possible for any persons to actually at least accommodate 2 to 3 hours for better PT preparation? Do you think it's possible in Australia, sitting in whenever working for full time?
I think it is. For me, sometimes I work from home as well. So if I go to work, it might be a bit hard for me. Like I might have to spend more time on it. But I think it is possible if you actually think about it. I think, yeah, they can do anything.
Okay, great suggestions, great recommendation. Now I'll go for a very specific question. First of all, I know that you have taken one-on consultation, like based on your problems.
Yes.
You understood the problems. Now tell me something about how PT's one-on consultation actually help you, like very specific. You just want to share that how one-on consultation can help you to understand, can show the pinpoint that what the problems, so how it helps you.
Yeah, so from what I went through, I believe that it was the one-on consultations that helped me with the PTE, because, sometimes you show me how to do it, and in 3-4 days, I just practice, like I just go back to where I was. So that's what happened to me. So I thought maybe I should have consultations at least like 3-4 consultations per week. So I just have a consultation with you and then practice 2 more days and then ask for your feedback again in 2 days, things like that. And I always had that help from you. So yeah, I guess like this might be different for other people, but for me, I think that was what I needed. Yeah.
Okay, that means you think you actually looking for more personalized attention, because what your problem was, based on that, how it can be solved. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. You have sat for mock tests. Now tell me something about how it helped you to be consistent or show your performance or your score, that where you are standing right now.
Yeah. So when I started, I did a mock test like 3-4 days after I joined, and my score was like closer to 60s, and it was the like very similar to the score that I've got in the actual exam. So yeah, I then after I practicing and did more mock tests, and they improved. And same as like it, like I said, like I've got some questions like, I also did the prediction file as well. I completed the prediction file. So I've got same questions for some things like in the actual exam. So and it reflects the actual score you might get it in the exam. Yeah.
So when you get the same questions, actually it helps to be confident because you know the answers. On top of that, you can set time, mostly for the reading and listening parts. It helps you. Now, Manoli, I know that you studied a lot because you did hard job, and that's the reason you got the success. I do believe, because to get 79, people somehow think there are so many shortcut techniques. It doesn't work, because 79 in each band, it depends on purely, you have to work hard, you have to keep practicing every single day, you have to check your performance. Now, in future, because I know that you are working, so in your colleagues or teammates might be looking for the PT preparation coaching or any English language test coaching. Would you like to suggest them PT, and why?
Yeah, definitely. Because, I, like you said, I also thought getting 8 each in each module is not a hard job. So that's why I tried using online materials and tried do it on my own. So it didn't work, but PTE guided me through how to do it. So I guess for a student in like any level, I would recommend PTE.
Okay. Like you have gone through our services, yes, the time is very hard because our operation needs to be very much online and all this, we have to be worked very, very carefully because, time is money. But the way we have supported you, the way we actually helped you, communicated with you, do you like the approaches? Do you think that there any way that we can improve, or do you think that, okay, we have to work in a different way? What is your overall, satisfaction rate out of 10? If I ask you that the services, the activities we have done with you, do you think that it is worthy enough, whatever you paid for the courses?
Yeah, of course it is enough. I would give 10 out of 10 because my consultations was always online, but at the end I wanted to meet you in person, like just to check, like if, because I was a bit worried about my skin. Yeah. So
you just need to
yeah,
have a face-to-face meet so that at least whatever we have been doing for the online session, you have some kind of, a strength. You get the strength that, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going on the right path.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think even if I asked for a face-to-face consultation, what we did online was enough for me to have that score. Yeah.
So the way we are doing online coaching, the way we are teaching, like you, for example, the way I sat with you, you shared your problems, I shared the issues, and then we worked together. So you did, then I actually give you the feedback. Do you think any students who have a better internet connectivity and they have their laptops, they can easily understand, they don't need to distinguish regarding online and face-to-face? What's your thought that the modality of our online coaching, do you think that you can compare with the face-to-face coaching as well?
I think it would be the same because like you would say the same things online as we would meet face to face. It's just the matter of asking the right questions, I guess. Like if I understand where I'm doing wrong, and if I ask your feedback to it doesn't matter if it is online or face to face. I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I think if I wrap up your sentences, what you are trying to say, that if you keep practicing on a regular basis, when you are keep practicing, that means you have certain problems. And if you actually try to share that problems, be it online or face to face, it doesn't matter. People can easily get their score if they follow. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Last question is that, that we are doing PT preparation coaching for the last 9 years. It is the 9th years we are going on, and we are mostly depending on the word of mouth. So definitely I wish and I expect that in future we'll be getting a couple of students who will be referring that, okay, one of our friends or colleagues manually referred. What do you think in future? Would you like to refer us?
Yeah, of course. I know a few friends who's struggling to get a teach. I will recommend for sure.
Because we always say that before investing your time and money, you can take a free lesson. If you want to sit with me, we can sit. We can actually discuss for 20 minutes. And after that, if you are happy, then you can actually make the decisions whether this place is worthy enough or not. Thank you very much, Manoli. Last question is, there are a couple of girls who are very close to 79, but they are not getting 79 all the time in all 4 modules. What will be your suggestions, as they can be a full-time student or they are full-time employee? What should be your suggestion to those girls? Basically, the problems you had, like the way you spoke and you changed. So what is your suggestion for those girls? What is your some advices?
My advice is to practice. Like, no matter, you might think that it's like, after do some, especially if you're reading, do few reading exercises, and you just get 90 each time you do a question, and you might think, okay, that's enough, I'm good at reading, but you might not in the actual exam. So even if I got good results in reading, especially the fill in the blanks, I completed like everything just to make sure that I won't do any mistakes in the exam. Yeah, just my advice is to practice as much as you can.
Okay, great. So it's a nice session, Manoli, and for a longer time, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, we have been communicating, and at the end of the day, the result is very beautiful that you got your score, and I'm very happy, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll be getting more students as recommendations, and they'll be referring your name. Thank you very much, Manoli, and stay safe.
Thank you.